Don't you just love a good film that is set in one room? Well, look no further than An Inspector Calls. Interestingly enough, this was a play that I saw in 2016 with a friend of mine and mother. We all loved it. I loved it so much that I actually wanted to see it again. So I went to YouTube and I saw other film versions or other play versions of An Inspector Calls. Of course, the one that I saw live is always going to be better. But the one that I saw that was closest to the one that I saw was released in 2017. If you want to see it, the link will be below this tape. So what is An Inspector Calls about? Well, set in 2012, 5 days before the Titanic sets sail, a mysterious inspector arrives to the home of a wealthy family, and he calmly forces them to spill their guts about their connections to a girl that killed herself earlier in the day. That's pretty much the whole story. You know, it's just one of those films that relies on monologue, a conversation between a group of people. Similar to My Dinner with Andre and 12 Angry Men. Both films are awesome. And it just goes to show when it comes to making a film or a play, you don't need too much of a script. All you need is just little. Anyways, that's what I like about plays. Most of the ones that I've seen take place in one room. And it just goes to show you don't need any scene changes, no costumes, or props. Well, you don't need much costumes anyway. What I like about Inspector Calls is that it kind of teaches you, hey, you gotta be kind to people in public. Who knows how this person's feeling in a day? This play is similar to 13 Reasons Why in a lot of ways. I can't really explain it, otherwise I'd be spoiling it for you guys. Now, there have been a few different adaptations of An Inspector Calls, made for TV, of course. One was just in 2015 with Harry Potter actor David Thewlis playing the inspector. Inspector Ghoul is his name. One of the most fascinating things about An Inspector Calls is the ending. It makes you go, what? Or makes you go, what's going on? To the point where it's, oh, okay. You see, this play likes to let your imagination run wild. And I remember when I first saw this, my mother and my friend, all three of us were talking about, like, so what do you think happened? What do I think happened? Well, here's what I think happened. And my friend's like, here's what I think happened. Yeah, it's definitely one of the most mind-bending plays. It makes you go, what? It's... If you guys are a film of plot twists, this one's got a really good plot twist. May not be as good as Fight Club's, but I guarantee you it'll make you go. And that's really it. And Inspector Calls is, in the end, a good mystery story. So, I hope you enjoy it. If you have any comments about the movie, please leave a comment below and tell me what you thought about it. And another thing, since theaters have been on hold due to current events, I think I'm going to get a few iTunes cards and rent a couple of recent releases. So more reviews shall come during this time. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens.